Hello, Forgotteners! Today we'll be playing Planet Crafter. If you have not watched the other videos in this series, you can find them in the playlists of this channel. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to episode 6? Yeah, episode 6 of my Planet Crafter series. A little bit happened off screen. I put up this monitor and I put up these two generators in order to power it, because even though one has enough power to power it, it put me at like nothing, because 2.4 divided by 2 is 1.2, which makes no sense. Apparently being at exactly 0 isn't good enough. Let's eat some beans that we got from our last episode while off screen, and I have increased my bean farm by 200%. So everything else, however, has been stopped, viewable by 5.68 being our percentage. We are not going to progress the clouds until after we move a lot of the base from where it is to where it was suggested to go, which was the plains, which I started in that last episode. And I will be scouring the map with a lot of resources, that being water and beans, in order to find and locate enough space food to fill 35 slots. Now that's 2 chests and 1 row of 5. So let's get into this episode today and get it all figured out. At this point, creating more energy devices doesn't really matter. We are just going to be moving things around. I did finish moving this part of the base, so I'm going to go grab those, which I might have done off screen in that last one. Actually, I don't think I did. Still quite a bit of ice around, and I think I've got quite a bit of ice in my chests, so I will... Oh, yeah, I already did grab these. Okay, that's enough for all of that, but I need more space. Deconstruct it, and I'll construct a normal chest, and then I'll put that in it and pick up this iron. I'm gonna fly this over. Pick 1 more iron so I can make a large chest. Fly this over to the base that I started building, and showing off some of the glitches you can do in the building process. Because I do believe it would not let me set this one initially, and I can't seem to put one in this spot, mainly because of this rock. And trying to get it there is quite the pain. Okay. That's magnesium, that's aluminum, that's silicon, which I dropped, that's iron, which I need, cobalt, which I dropped, titanium, which I don't have, and I will build one here for the iridium. Since this is temporary storage, I read. Tonight's dinner is going to be a mashup of leftovers, ranging from leftover meatloaf to leftover Frito pie, which sounds weird, but is quite delicious. I don't have enough room for this. I'm only going to go over and drop off the silicon and cobalt. cobalt, silicon, only 3 because the rest of that is needed, and iron only 1. Alright, now with what I have, let's go explore. I think we're going to go this way for now. Last I remember, there are several chests in this area. Our main objective is to get 35. There's one. Space food. And the jetpack is the biggest help. There's another. Because it allows us to traverse these terrains a lot faster than just running wood. Got more space food. To help save us in the long run, I am going to build this and go pick up the iron out of this. Build this and dump all the cobalt, the magnesium, 2 titanium, 3 iron, and silicon. Dump that, and dump that. Alright. And I'm not entirely sure what these are. They kind of look like bloodstains, but it's really difficult to tell with what the ore is on this particular planet just yet, since it is still in the making. There's another chest. Ooh, quite a bit of stuff. And surprisingly, an extra water bottle, which is just what I need. Now, there is a slight secret that very few find here. There it is. It looks like a piece of wood, but it's actually rock. Very hard to notice. It gives you an iron. Let's drink it. Oh, that's oxygen. And you find this guy. We read his little thing. He sent me here to die, knew it wasn't possible, didn't even care. What he cared about was profit and colonization. Whoever ever thought it was a good idea to go to hell, plan was never forgiveness, be cursed Cential Core. And he has a mass amount of awesome loot. The Pulsar Quartz is what's the best of his. And let's take that blueprint microchip. Let's take the fabric and the water bottle. We'll come back for the rest of that. Let's move on back over here. About 5 more minutes worth of recording I can do today. That was the only bit that happened off screen, was the possible transfer of a couple of those units, along with making three, 2, and 1. Let's sort that. The progression screen to make sure that it has locked us in place and we are no longer progressing any further, and the 2 windmills to power that screen, because apparently being at exact usage means there is no power. Here's that little cave again. Let's take the rest of the stuff. I do not have any extra room, so I'm going to make room. I can't take all of it, but I can take that much. Which means we're going to have to make one more trip. And with what we have in our inventory, I do believe we can make another large chest in order to house all the goods we've gotten. And we will later move all these goods to our main base. Again, the main reason for all this exploration is to get as much space food as possible. Let's put all of these in here. Let's take all these out of here. Put them in here. This will be our fancy. This will be our not so fancy. Titanium, 1 silicon, 1 iron. That gives us a door. We can go retrieve our base over there. We are starting to get low again on food, so we'll eat a bean. And I believe there might be one more chest down in this valley somewhere. Oxygen is not a problem anymore because we have a whole living compartment in our pocket along with a door. Again, the recipe for that is 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. You will always have a living compartment you can dive into for oxygen. 3, 2, 1. More space food. And let's keep going this way. Later on in the progression, this little alleyway is the only place you can ever find ice anymore in. So if you want ice for recipes, that's where you're going to have to find it. No guarantees that there will always be ice, though. This cave is open. Just the iridium part of this cave is open. Further into this cave is osmium on the other side, which we will not have access to until a later time. Now, this is actually where my original game started out, was this spike cavern, and it was very difficult to begin with because these resources are extremely scattered and scarce, so you have to venture quite a ways out before you can get some of the better resources. Now, before I die, let's get a compartment open and refill my oxygen real quick, and then I'm going to come out. I can construct this, which gives me all the stuff to make one, so I'm going to do that, which will give me more power for no reason whatsoever, other than to have it for a later time. Anything else deconstructible? Nope. And that's, I think, it from this one. And I believe that is where I'm going to have to call it for today. We have made quite a journey over here to where we are at. Our food sources are dwindling, but we've got, that goes down the lowest. Our water resources have doubled. and we have quite a stash of resources that we will need to take back with us on our next episode, so stick around. This is where I will be ending it today. If you like this content and would like to see more like it, please click the like button. It helps me and my channel out greatly. If you want to continue watching videos in this series, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you would like this game for yourself, check it out on the Steam Marketplace. I will be posting a new video 2 times every week. Once I'm fully at the end of this game, I will be moving on to another in my list of games. If you would like to take part in a vote for the next game I will play, please stick around for that. And remember, never be forgotten.